So we're getting closer and closer to the beers and the wine. But before that, let me ask you a question. Do you know which company got the biggest, the highest race in seed stage in Bulgaria? Team GPT, yeah, exactly. And we have Ilko, the CTO of that company. And now we're gonna hear more about how they did it. Welcome, Ilko.
There is always a bit of anxiety and a bit of this glamorous excitement of being on stage. And I'm not doing that often. Actually, I'm not doing that at all. I'm not a public speaker. I'm a builder. I built software products for 20 years, and I'm here to share some of the stories that I've seen. And some of them are really recent. And some of these stories are about AI. And this AI is changing the world, and that's phenomenal. And why I spoke about being on stage and being so uncomfortable for some of the people, maybe for many of you. Who of you has been afraid to go on stage or feels anxiety or feels something that's not really yourself? Yeah, that's me as well. And that's many of the people at work that I've been told that they have to adopt AI because being on stage is on the boundary of your skill set, mindset, and kind of it gives you another self. And at work, if you have to do all the adaptation to the AI wave, it takes time, it takes some of your presence and some of your time. Some of your time, and you have enough OKRs, as we saw. We have enough work, enough job to be done at work. And why now I have to learn this new thing, AI? I see that there is the same feeling of being uncomfortable and being on stage where everybody is looking at you and wondering, are you better than me in AI? Are you worse? Am I worse than you? And things like that. And that's because we don't have a common way of learning. We don't have a common way of expressing what we want to the chatbot. Let me ask you, with a short survey here, this is the Business Agility Conference, and let's read the room, and let's see, by standing up, how many of you have ever used ChatGPT or other AI software? Thank you. Thank you for being part of this whole AI journey. You're part of it, and this is really important part. And keep standing, please. Sorry. Keep standing if you use it for work. So you've probably all used it for personal stuff and personal chats, but let the people that use it only for personal sit now. So let's see who of you used it for work actually in the past month. All right, so you're really ahead of many of the companies. And how many of you are actually using it on daily basis, every week, a couple of times, or really into your workflow? So that's great. Thank you for doing that, and you have a seat. Yeah, being said for hours today, it might really be time for a bit of networking, but that comes after. So I'm here today to help you embrace the change, to help you with a certain way of thinking about how teams, how companies adopt AI, and I'm part of this great company, and here are my 4 co-founders. We are 3 technical co-founders, 1 finance, and 1 designer. So we've been building this company for 2.5 years, and it's been great journey, really exhausting. The 2 kids at home, they don't help at all in building that company. But no, that's just kidding. It's a really great experience being there and seeing and helping companies adopt AI in their daily workflows. And how many companies we help? So at the moment, we have over 65,000 users. And in the first month, we scaled from 0 to 3,000. In the first 10 months, we scaled from 0 to 10,000 to 30,000. Sorry, to 30,000 users. There are so many, I get confused. And it's been a journey that we follow along. We ask our clients, we talk to them, we gather feedback, we understand their problems. And we see companies struggle with adopting AI. And there are certain factors in adoption, and we kind of call them adoption drivers. And in the journey of adopting AI in given company, you might see everything, and by everything I mean people that refuse to do it, people don't know how to do it, people don't have the mindset to actually embrace that this change will come. There are technical limitations, of course, and these technical limitations, they're kind of a blocker for some of the steps towards AI. And so the mindset is something that we care about, and that's why we are trying to be on top of it. And how do we do that? Well, we are doing a couple of things to actually solve it as a problem that we need to understand to be part of the AI journey in the world, to actually help other companies do the same. We often go to the States. We often read reports, like this great report that came out last week. It's the DORA report it's especially for software development, but there are many reports like that. And people from McKinsey as a company and other big companies, they have these great departments that the only thing they do is analytics, and the only maybe not the only thing, but they publish these reports, and these reports, they give you insights about how the change is being applied to the whole world, and how the companies adopted, how especially for the DORA report, this one is for state of AI in software companies. But there are many other reports like that. So one way to build the mindset is to actually read. Read a lot, listen podcasts, go to community meetings, and this is one of the best ways to actually build your mindset towards the future of AI. And come to conferences, of course. Yeah. Okay, so in this DORA report, it says the following. I'm going to read it because it was a quote. So if AI helps you do something part of your daily work, and something that you usually spend 2 hours of doing normally, and if AI helps you reduce that time to 30 minutes, you can do something else with the time that's left. You can do something different. You can do something more. You can take a break also. So the mindset that I see helps companies is that they can do more stuff, they can learn more, they can actually reduce their time working and start learning more so they can reduce their time working again. And one other way that we use to build our mindset is local communities. And we've made a branch of the AI Engineer Foundation community, which is a community in San Francisco. So we brought that to Bulgaria, and we called it AI Engineer Foundation Europe. Yeah, because we want to include Europe. Yeah, we're part of it. So that's been great. And there are a lot of people from Europe joining the community when they visit Bulgaria. Jan, you're invited, of course. And we are actually doing weekly meetings, and sometimes we do a big meeting like this once a month. And I can invite you, please, join some of these meetings if you're interested in the AI topics. They're networking, they're not presentation events, or we grab beers and we talk about what's latest in AI. And why we do them, very, very nice question, why we do them? Of course, it's free and everybody can join. And in this community, we discuss weekly because there's so much going on in the AI world that if we don't meet, we cannot actually catch up on what's new and how we can leverage it. So we talk about AI like it's something great. It's something that is the key to the treasure chest. But actually, there are certain problems with AI, and some of that problems are causing trouble to the adoption. And actually, these problems, it's good to be transparent about them, to know about them, because the more you know, the better you can handle them. Some of the problems are that AI hallucinates. AI is not having latest data. AI makes mistakes. AI this, AI that. There is a lot of problems in AI world. And some of these problems, they have their solutions, of course. And this is the topic of the conference, right? Solutions. So talking about the problems, we can mention a lot of things. And some of them, they have nice solutions. And every solution like that is helping your team achieve more, as we said. Okay, so some of the problems are good enough to have own startups and own companies that are solving only that specific problem. So in the day of the modern marketer, for example, one of the things that we've seen is that there are a lot of tools. Are there marketers over here? Can you raise your hand if you're in the marketing? All right. So the modern day marketer tool set is consists of, let's say, 5 to 8 tools. So everybody is using this and that, maybe this, and these softwares, they stack up and they build your tech stack of the marketer. So something that we see is that these tools, they're disconnected. And that's why we built TeamGPT to help connect the tools of the modern marketer, to help you connect your teams. And by connecting your team, what does it mean? In the normal way of using ChatGPT, you are solo. You're playing single player mode. Like the games once that we played before we had internet at home. You play solo. You chat with it, it gives you the answer back, and kind of that's it. If you want to share with your team, it's not that easy. It's not part of the whole platform. But this stuck with us as a problem. That's why me and my co-founders, we found a solution for exactly this problem. We created a space where we can learn together, where we can practice, where we get to know how to use AI properly as a team. We come from backgrounds of using other tools that work in synchronization, like Trello, or I'm not going to say Jira, of course. So we built this team workspace, and this is how actually the company name came out. It was on a Friday, and I was searching for team ChatGPT, and nothing came out, and started trying domains to see if there is a company, but still not being found on Google search. So then I looked into GoDaddy for finding the domain, and there was it, teamgpt /.com.org.net. I found them, I bought them for $40, and this was the beginning of our whole journey. Well, there was a preparation, of course. A month before that, we spent a whole month, three of us, with Ilya Volchanov and Yavor Belakov, to find ideas that are worth working on. And this was maybe 4 months after ChatGPT came out. So it was really new, really recent, and we understood that this is worth fighting for, and we do. And all right, so this is one of the solutions, and this why and how we built it, the team workspace. And around that, there's a lot going on that we found is useful to the teams. And by useful, I mean, we understand the technology, we kind of simplify it so the users can understand it better and use it, take leverage of it, even if they don't understand all of it. So we kind of translate the highly technical concepts to something simpler that everybody can use and understand. And there are certain keywords in AI. I'm going to get to that in a bit. I'm not used to be talking that much. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So, as I said, the platform that we are building, it's a platform that helps teams move faster, they stay aligned, and they build greater content. They build greater emails that they create for their businesses. They build better copy for ads. They build better blog posts, and so on. So we help them create their copy faster and their content faster. They have a consistent brand voice, and this is quite important. To have a consistent brand voice in other tools, you must do something extraordinary. And in our case, you kind of just upload your brand voice, and everybody on your team can now use it. And by using it, I mean chat without changing the brand voice, just using it as context. And context is one important thing that I'm going to talk about a bit about. So this building of context is helping you achieve next level of collaboration. And how it's doing it, everybody can actually use it without knowing what's behind it. You just start chatting, and it knows everything that you need to do, and knows everything that you kind of might need to actually do your job well. And this helps streamlining the client work. And a lot of our clients have their own clients, their agencies. And so these agencies, they understand the technology in a new way. They kind of, without knowing the details, they use it and they achieve greater results. And so, the context. What is the context? Do you know by raising your hand what a prompt is? Okay, everybody knows. And what about prompt engineering? Is it the same as prompt? A bit more complex, yeah. And there is context engineering, a term that appeared a couple of months ago. So what's the difference between prompt engineering and context engineering? So prompt is every instruction, every sentence, every word even that you send to the AI. It can be, hi, how are you? I need some tutorial on something. This is a prompt. And prompt engineering is a bit more complex. It's how to achieve a certain goal. And by a certain goal, I mean if you need to prepare a blog post. If you need to prepare a blog post, and you need to do several passes of preparation. So first you need to research the topic. There is a prompt for that. Then you need to collect the data, analyze it. Then you need to format it in a certain way. Then you need to actually bring in the brand voice and create the copy of the blog post, and so on. So the prompt, there are different prompting techniques. There is a great website, a great resource that's called promptengineering.org that you can check out to learn more about prompting. But prompting is still not sufficient. And by not sufficient, I mean you can use prompt engineering, and we use it as well, but prompting without the company data, without the latest data. If you're doing market research, you need web search. If you're doing some other analysis, data analysis, you need to do deep research, and so on. So these tools, they become part of the prompt as context. And so the context engineering is collecting all the tools, all the data sources to connect your Google Drive, to connect Notion, to connect Jira or whatever, to connect the data with the prompt engineering, with certain tools, and the user prompt, the system prompt. There are a lot of things. It's quite complex to actually get the value of it. And getting the value of such a system with context engineering, how it happens? It might happen quite easily if you use a tool like ours. And here's the solution. When we spoke what should be the topic of my talk, and what should I do on stage with Nicola, something that stuck with me was we discussed how that I can do a lot of data, I can bring a lot of these reports that I'm reading, but hey, it's better to actually show the solution. So the solution that we've built is helping the teams actually connect all their marketing tools, to connect their data, and to build the context without knowing what context engineering was. Context engineering was quite complex, right? And so, by using these tools, it's simplified. It's a couple of steps easier to use it, actually, as a team. And hopefully, it brings value. But how do we measure this value? Is this value part of the whole game? It's actually one of the hardest things in AI to actually measure the results. And sometimes the results are very good, and sometimes they're very bad. But why? If you let's have two companies, company A and company B. Company A adapts and really quickly in 6 months adopts AI in all the processes, does demos, everybody sees the demos, everybody loves them, and they fail. They fail to adopt the AI because they got hyped. They got hyped by the nice demo that's actually delivering no value to the company, but looks nice. So the company B is doing something different. Company B is trying to get it to the mindset of people that they need to start learning, start understanding the technology behind the demo. And by doing that, it actually helps them adapt in 2 years instead of 6 months, but adapting in 2 years with all your people knowing the technology, it can help you actually help you adapt to the changes of the technology as it goes. Because in the quick adoption, it's not always a success, and you get stuck to a specific version, let's say. And we also provide these kind of adoption metrics to help them see who is been active, who's not been active, who is using it, and who is the power user. And it's not helping only marketing teams, it's helping teams across the companies. So I'm gonna show you a quick demo of something that we do internally for our help desk. So all our tickets, they come into HubSpot, and we kind of need to work with HubSpot and pay them big amounts of money to actually get them resolved. And these feedback tickets, they come from our users. We tend to listen to them. And actually, we've integrated HubSpot in our application. And we've integrated NA10, which is a bigger platform that is doing agentic work and helps build customized workflows. So HubSpot is just one of the things that can be integrated. There are probably hundreds of different softwares that can be integrated with the same in the same way. So here on the demo, we receive our tickets, feedback tickets in the HubSpot. Then we use our own product by chatting to it, by sending a small prompt, get the latest HubSpot tickets. And it does automations, and under the hood, it executes workflows and HubSpot agent that fetches the data, that understands what's needed from the data source, what data sources are connected, and so on. So we get the data, then we can say, analyze it, understand what's need to be done, get the nice points that are really useful, that we can actually provide to the product team. So customer support connects with product team, connects with development team, and all teams, they can start working together. One of the greatest things of AI is that it blurs the lines of of knowledge, and for example, part of the product team can do development with vibe coding, and this actually helps engineers understand what needs to be built, even with prototype done by somebody who doesn't know how to code. So anyway, the big points of my talk are that we need to help our teams build their mentality and build their mindset around the change, and to kind of embrace it and help them learn. We've built this web app. No, this is not the web app. This is the mobile app on App Store that is actually a course, a foundational course for AI. And it's free. You can do it. It gives you 15 tasks to learn AI, to learn how to prompt, to build an image, to put an Eiffel Tower on a photo of yours, and things like that, to actually get to understand. Because we believe when we educate the people, they're gonna adapt and adopt AI better. All right, so thank you so much, and
Thank you, Ilko. It's really pleasure, and we really enjoy your story and your example. Many other people maybe have been motivated to try to get out of your comfort zone. But we really want you to see examples of successful companies.